The Body Series. Episode 2, Neck and Shoulder Stretching. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Body Series. We are on episode 2 now, and today we are going to be talking, or I'm going to demonstrate for you how to physically relax and stretch your neck and shoulders. So going back to episode 1, remember, well actually going all the way back to the breath series, remember the whole purpose of breathing in a real prescribed way is to help our nervous system shift out of the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. So the breathing gets us there. The challenge or the issue is that even after we get into rest and digest, we still have all this energy in our body, adrenaline and cortisol that's been locking our muscles up. So the first episode of the Body Series was just more of a mental way to relax your body. We did a little bit of tightening of muscles and letting go, but it was really more of a mental exercise to guide us from our toes to our head and relax our body. For episodes 2, 3, and 4, so shoulders and neck, and then we're going to do in 3, torso, and then in 4, legs. These are going to be physical stretches. And as I said in episode 1 of the Body Series, these are routines that I do with my student athletes all the time to help their bodies stay loose and limber where they need to be for workout and for competition. So today we're talking about the neck and shoulders, which is where I know I do, and a lot of people carry that tension right up in here, the tension of stress. And you can tell by how far your ear is from your shoulder. These should be in perfect alignment, but when we start to do that, when we have forward head carriage like that, that's a sign that stress has really been working on us. And it's really kind of interesting, you know, that these muscles here, whenever we hear a loud noise, usually our first response is to do that, to kind of duck, and it's a protective mechanism. And we as an animal, because this is such a vulnerable part of our body, when we're afraid, we instinctively kind of do the turtle in the turtle shell kind of thing. It's a protective mechanism, and we're not even aware of it, but we do that when we're stressed out, when we're driving in traffic, when we're in a challenging meeting, a high stress meeting. We tend to start doing that, which is all that cortisol locking up our muscles. So today I'm just going to demonstrate 3 very simple, maybe 4 very simple stretches that can help loosen this up. So first we're just going to start with a neck stretch. And so what I'm going to do is stand here. You'll probably want to stand up. You could do this sitting down, I guess. But basically you're going to take your right ear and lean it over to your right shoulder as much as possible. Some people can get pretty far, some not, but really you're just stretching this part of your shoulder and neck. And you can hold that for, maybe a 12 count, at least 12, I would say. Some people go up to 15. Okay. And then I forgot to mention, I'll do it when I go to the other side, breathing, you can synchronize your breathing with it. So I can breathe in and then purse lip as I breathe out this way, slowly down like that. Okay, so starting over, I might breathe in and then slowly exhale all the way down so that I coordinate the end of the exhale with my head being tilted to this angle. And then I breathe back in. So there it is, one more time. And again, you're going to hold each one of those for about 12 seconds, 12 to 15 seconds. So that's one stretching exercise for my neck is just left to right. I just call that rolling left to right. You can also go forward, or you can do a circular motion where you go left, come down, chin against the chest, and then just roll it over to the right. And then you can repeat the motion, just go back this way. And if you synchronize it with your breathing, it's like this. You breathe in. Breathe in. So again, a great way to combine breathing and stretching. So that's one, is just sort of the neck roll. I don't like to go back like that because it's my neck gets real, I've got kind of inflammation back here, and a lot of people just don't really like it. It's tough on the neck to do that rear neck stretch. So I usually just go forward, left or right. So that's one. The other is just a shoulder roll. And you, what we like to do is go 10 forward and 10 back. So it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, and then you just go backward, same thing. 1, 2, 6, 10. Okay, so that activates your shoulders, and then you can kind of just shake it out and let them loosen. So a great shoulder activity. So we did the roll, we did the shoulder, or I'm sorry, the neck roll, we did shoulder rolls. And then here's one more that I think is really good, especially for the ball and joints here in your shoulder sockets. Basically it's a 2-point stretch on each arm. So you start with your, just, like you're asking a question, and then take your right hand, your other hand, and then you drop your and then just grab your elbow and just pull it back and away as much as possible. And you can really feel that in your shoulder here. And just be gentle, but stretch until you feel it. And sometimes I even lean and put some torso into it. But that really gets the shoulders in a great way right there. So you hold that, and again, you can practice synchronize your breathing. So I might go, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay. Then point the same arm straight out, bring it across your body, hook your elbow with your other arm, and then just gently pull back towards your body. You really feel that in your ball and socket joints. It's a great way to loosen up that shoulder joint. And again, you just on that one, the breathing would be yeah, I feel better already. Go run a marathon. And then you repeat it on your right arm. So you raise your hand, drop it, get your other hand, and then just pull back. And I kind of put this hand behind my head, and then I can use my head as a lever to kind of help pull back a little bit and just get a little more stretch in it. Be gentle, don't knock yourself out. Yeah. And then again, point out, bring it over, just lock under that elbow there, and just get a good elbow stretch. Just like that. Great. So if you do those 3 stretches, that'll really help loosen everything up in here, because again, when we start getting into that place where we're just sort of, just a turtle in the turtle shell kind of thing, that's adrenaline, cortisol, and caffeine just hiding back in here. And by doing those 3 exercises, we can release the tension out of our neck and just, feel a lot better from here up. So that's episode 2. We talked about how to stretch the shoulders and the neck. In episode 3, we're going to come back and figure out what do we do from here to here. I'm going to give you some torso stretches. That there's a lot of energy, especially in the lower back. Man, we carry a lot of tension back there as well. So we're going to figure out how to release all that. Okay, great. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.